Hi and welcome to my playhouse in Portugal. It's a bad day in Portugal. The internet has stopped working. It did that yesterday as well. Yesterday it was the SIM card in the 4G router on top of the mountain that needed reseating. I restarted the router multiple times, didn't help, and yeah, so I had to go up on top of the mountain. Let's just turn that around so you can see what top of the mountain means. Up there, this is straight, so up there is up there, and I've told you this multiple times, but from this corner down here and to the top of the mountain up there, there's a height difference of 50 meters, 50 meters. It's about the same as walking up a 14 stories high building. So I'm already starting to huff and puff just to yeah, I don't know. So yeah, Wild Boars has been here trying to help me with my land. Not entirely sure what our purpose is here with the digging up everything. I don't quite see my benefit of it, but I'm sure they have a plan. So yesterday me and Jesper was streaming here. So we've been streaming this triangle here, and I've been starting to take some of the bushes down, so I can go see that. I'll just show you that and we'll be on our way. So I take it a little bit here, like they're getting really tall. So I think I might have taken a meter, half a meter along that thing. This is a border marker that on that side is my land. I'm actually on the neighbor's side because they have a better path to the top. I'll meet you. Let's talk again halfway. Okay, this is the halfway-ish marker. There's a road that goes through here. It's kind of a fire thing. So if there's a fire, they can get equipment up here. But the road passes through my land. And here's the very nice view of my house from halfway, huffing and puffing. And now it gets steep. Going up. Okay, we're at the almost there point. So yeah, the antenna is right there. Okay, we're at the top of the world. If you've never seen this monstrosity before, I'll just go through what it is. The dish here is a 4G router. It's a Microtech one. So the dish picks up the signal from this antenna over here. That dude, it's not that far away, so it has a really good signal up here. And the router sends it right through this cable into this, which is a Wi-Fi bridge, and the Wi-Fi bridge is pointing towards the house. And if we get a kind of a clear signal or point of view, I can zoom in and show you where that is located. think you might be able to see it there. Yeah. Good long zoom. Everything is powered from 2 solar panels. There's a solar panel here that gets the day sun, and then there's this one which takes the morning sun, and at the moment there is not much sun and everything is off. And if we go around here, behind door number 1 there is a charge controller, and this thing here gets brittle during the summer. This plastic is really not UV resistant. So we have this extremely cheap solar charge controller sitting here, and I'm gonna look into what is easiest for me. I have another case of these, so I might put that in, or I might just be able, I'm gonna take this solar charge controller out, mostly because I don't get enough information on it. It doesn't, well, right now it's off and I don't exactly know why it's off, so I'll get out the multimeter and we'll try and investigate that. Okay, so these 2 connections are the solar panels coming in. These 2 are the battery, and this is the load, which is all the equipment that is running up here. So I just checked the battery here, these 2, and it says that we have 3.477 volts. That's not a lot. So the battery has deactivated itself, and that is not great. Last time I managed to take a wire and kind of go from the negative here, the negative of the solar panel, and short circuit it to the negative of the battery there, and that activated the battery, which you can see that the battery came online. Voltage is literally all over the place. That is art. So let's see. The multimeter says 13-14 volts, but that is also all over the place. Okay, but I'm still gonna change this charge controller because I would like the other one, which has more functions. Not a lot, but it has a little bit more functions. It's a cheap one, just like the one that we have here. So but it has USB and it has buttons, so you can ask what power is coming in and out. So that's why I want this. But yeah, that voltage is all over the place, so that's a bit weird. 16 volts, how can it supply 16 volts? It shouldn't be able to do that. I really need to remember to bring some sort of a mat up here. This is just, you have to sit and work on your knees for this, and it's killing me. There's rocks everywhere. Every time I remove some of the rocks, and the next time they're back. It's a knee killer. Okay, the voltage has stabilized and it's now putting out voltage to the load, which is good. Seems like stuff is working, but what was it doing? Well, I'm still gonna change this, so I'm gonna turn it off before they realize at the house that there is internet and they start using it. And I'm disconnecting everything. Which reminds me, I marked the, I don't want to short circuit the battery, just because that means that the wires will burn. It's very thin wire, so they will most definitely stop working. There, and then we have the load. Last time I was here, I didn't even need to go to the top of the mountain. Everything was just working all the time. So it's not as if I'm messing with it every time, but this time I'm here for the third time. So sometimes I'm not as lucky. So I did actually, can I use this? I can. Okay. Oh, it has a USB port. Dang it! I didn't know that. Okay, that was stupid. But it doesn't have any buttons, and I want those. So this one, does it fit in the box? No, it needs a little bit of trimming. Luckily I brought something for that. Okay, so with a knife I have trimmed a little bit of this and a little bit of that, even a little bit of the bottom here. So now the box will go in here like that. It even sits very nicely. None of the holes that was there before will now fit, but I did bring drill bits and stuff, so we'll make some new holes there. So that will all be good. I need to mark them. Okay, I'll work on that. Bit hard to film this part. You're up against the light. Sorry. It's not gonna go anywhere. Oh, that was... that's in there. I can do a bit more. Yeah, it's fine. It's not as if it's gonna blow out of the way here. Except I didn't get it in straight, did I? Never mind. I'm not gonna tell anyone. Stop typing! I fixed it. It's all the way up over here as well now. So now it's as straight as can be for this crooked thing. So now I'm gonna be putting in the wires again, starting with the battery, the positive first, and then I will reveal the negative one. I taped the negative one because I had black electric tape up here. That kind of made most sense to do it that way. So let's see when connections are still good. Let's make sure that we have something. We need to open them up. Oh. Positive battery wire. This setup doesn't use a lot of power at all. It's very low power. So it's not as if there's a lot of power going through that wire there. It's the tiniest little wire. This wire, oh, you can't see it, but this wire, it's perfectly good for like 10 amps, and we're not putting anything near that through there. It's less than an amp, I remember it. Oh, I need to undo this one. Then put the wire in, and then it will come on. There. Good. Charge controller sees 13.5 volts. I think I hear thundering in the background, so I kind of have to kind of get a move on here. I'm pretty high, or maybe it's a big factory. I have no idea, but I don't like the sound. So this is the load. Positive one in. Fix the wires of the negative one. The solar charge controller can handle 25 volts from the solar panels coming in. And the solar panels that I have here claims to have a maximum of 22 volts. So that should be good. I didn't get that at all. Dang it. Now I got it. Okay, so now the whole thing is working from the battery. It does claim that the battery is not fully charged. 13.4 volts. So, okay. I'm gonna put the solar panels in here. I'll talk to you later. I am a bit afraid of battery and stuff on the camera. Okay, we are now charging from the solar panels. You can see the solar panels there going into the battery, and we are powering the load. We are having 13.4 volts on the battery. We don't get as many information as I like. So 13.6 volts is what we're gonna is when the battery is full. I just changed that. When we go through this, we can see it says B3. That's battery number 3. And I cheated and I looked in the manual here. Oh, there. And there is different batteries here. There is B01. That's a sealed battery, and it likes a charge up to 14.4 volts. Then there is B02, which is a gel battery, and that likes 14.2 volts. And then there is B03 flood, and that is 14.6 volts. And when I changed this, the charge controller from B1 to B3 battery, the number of lines on the batteries, went down. So the charge controller kind of also uses that for how much of a charge is on the battery. So but I don't get the information here that I was hoping for, like how many amps and stuff is coming in. This is just not what I was hoping for. I bought one that was too cheap. Well, if nothing else, I now have the USB connection, and the USB connection is right now charging the camera, which you can kind of see me filming, and the wire is going into the camera over here. Now, I can't really turn the camera, but maybe you can see it over there going into it. I don't know. Yeah, this is a weird recording, but hey there, this is how you do YouTube videos on your own, on top of the mountain, with a charge controller, a camera and a phone and blah blah blah. This is going rather well, except for this charge controller not being as good as I was hoping for. I have a just as cheap one as home that I use for my robot lawnmower, and that gives me a lot more information about everything, like amperage going in and stuff like that. And yeah, I thought that I got the same one. I did not. So that's a bit of a shame here, but yeah, we'll manage. I need to fix this connection up here. This is some wires coming together, and to make it watertight I put some plastic around it, and that has seen better days. So we will do a bit of tightening up on this, and then we'll go and do that. Okay, so the sun is brutal to everything plastic here, so it just evaporates. So oh, that's not gonna work. I thought it was the pliers to take this off. So we are gonna get rid of that and put something else on. It might not last any longer than that thing, but well, that has lasted at least a year, so maybe we get something that is better this time, or maybe we don't. Who knows? We'll figure that out. The old plastic is off. Actually, there's plastic everywhere now. Just disintegrated. And I had a plastic bag with me up here because I had seen that this was on its last leg. So I wrapped a plastic bag around it. Should help not to have too much water going in that way. And I have a bit of gaffer and electric tape that I'm gonna cover it a little bit, so hopefully so that the electric tape or the gaffer will do some of the UV and everything will last a bit longer. I had actually made a new box for it, and this is a tool box, one of those plastic boxes that you get. I think they're less than €2 here, and you have all your miscellaneous screws and stuff in them, and I just removed everything so that the charge controller would fit into it. Oh, that's a charge controller in a box. And yeah, but I got lazy. This was in perfectly good condition and still is. Only the lead that goes bad. There's a spider web there. We should get rid of that. I don't want. Maybe that was the webmaster that I got rid of. Oh, dang it. Okay, I think that's about it. Not much of a change. We changed the charge controller. I've wiped the panels off with my sweater. I have called the house and made sure that the internet was back on. It's so convenient to have someone here to do that, because it's a long way down to check if it's working or not working at the house. This says 13.5 volts at the moment, so I think we can start our descent from base camp here. So, and again, here is the cell tower that I am connecting to. So a little update on my internet connection here. I do have some new interesting stuff on the way that I can play with if it gets here before I leave. That's always a challenge, but I'm not gonna reveal that. But yeah, thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.